shame. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Won't fall again, I don't take another pill. I feel the way, designer on me, this they new Chanel. This they splash, this they drip. Champion, yeah, we here.
What? Yeah, pothead. I'll chill out. Your mama did smoke. That's a fucking lie. One like 30. It doesn't matter. I'm grown. I do what I want. Older than you. I was breathing fresh air before you was. And you stay in your 20s, little girl. Grown man status over here. Smack the shit out you. Smack the shit out you, anime. Girl, you got a whole big stupid ass car that's gonna drive perfect in the fucking snow. You wanna act like a little fucking bitch. You want Rose Gold's anime? He's dumbass. Yeah. I want Rose Gold. I know this shit gonna load fast as hell when you put my shit in. Go to the block, loves me, AG. I'm posted, I got you. I'm sure. Yeah, what's that, man? You gonna cook this pepper steak? Okay. You gonna get out. It's not gonna take you an hour to wash your fucking hair. You got that much to watch. Sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell in the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent, a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess. You was scary to me. You was the leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers. first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Shit. Here you go, AG. You see it? Nah, I just did it.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people.
Found him at the bottom of the free
Sometimes you get people to
agency,
back
boy.
off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the Chargers,
2nd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Whoever the dive look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 20-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Patrick Queen.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Out of the gun, Eckler running it.
Thanks for that.
It's picked up by the Ravens. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I my highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll go down at the 28. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in
You
stride,
never
and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get ahead of steam going.
To throw on 3rd down. Jackson, buying time to his left. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Tucker on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, and ended up settling for 3.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
Incomplete. That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Called out a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
42-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. A shotgun snap again to Dalvin. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
From the 38, Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
Jackson's
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
a gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
You think so?
Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ravens 3, Chargers 0.
I really didn't think his man was going to come down like that. He was covered.
And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
Mario
Just
guys.
4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down, Ravens.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Scrimmage, just no
Hold on to that ball, baby.
Whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 28-yard line.
This time Jackson will throw it. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as this. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting. I
forgot the max protect.
Receivers, defensive backs, state wrestlers, right?
Awesome.
Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. You get harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Austin Eckler.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Across midfield to the 48-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen.
Let's go.
His crew will take over with a football at the 30. turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change. Just hold people to field goals.
Nigga, change the direction is like 90 dives. Come on, bro.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Ravens first down.
Mm-hmm. Every fucking play. The way to stop it is to beat it.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Taken down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
He said he got what?
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3-1 situation. They'll try to run forward with Dobbins.
Let's go.
And he'll be stopped up as he could only muster a yard. So 4th down coming up on the other side as we have reached the 2-minute
I didn't get
warning.
that. It was.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he will have the first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
On the play. First down, Baltimore.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
I gotta get this blood on my head.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson forced out to his left. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
I wanted to hit Brown so bad,
Lamar
but
Jackson, such a threat with those
took too long
legs,
to
able
get
to
there.
improvise and get the first.
Offensively, they like their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was taken in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Damn, coughing up the wall. I'm not even smoking. What the fuck?
This will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along
Mix
the
it up.
way.
You keep running the same plays, he gonna know. He gonna just keep running the same.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a carry for Dobbins. This has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 32-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Here is Eckler, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll buy some time running. Too late hit, pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's Landry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
The penalty certainly makes things tougher here as they try again. 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching your way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Damn. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Open man is Duvernay, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Down and goal to go.
Herbert just beat the play clock. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving to forward. Point after, right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the third. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. They'll start with the option. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On second and 12, Jackson steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. operating from the gun. Jackson, he gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Baltimore.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He's got the first down here inside the 30. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
It's a pickup of
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Ravens on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. This effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Tucker on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they take the lead here by 2, 12-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so.
Come on,
but I know as a
defense.
former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Charger drive about to get going. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And some space here. He's into the clear. Past the 20. Touchdown, LA. Austin Eckler with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Chargers 17.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the
We
kickoff
do
duties.
expect them to give him that block.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
It don't matter what he
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Excellent block.
To throw is Jackson. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And nearly picked off there. It would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Space creator.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Jackson will find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson.
Damn.
A double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
When this nigga be dropping so many people in coverage. So key, you can't speak.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point safely through, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Quick route.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They got to make some moves.
Underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
1st down.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, Jackson. And this one's incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes.
You got a wedding picture on your shit?
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It'll It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. It's Jackson on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Y'all still wanted to play that bum ass shit.
He's free going down the left side.
I'm gonna get still quick. Fucking around.
Gets a pick 6 on a Charger TD.
Cap, where you at?
Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really, you're almost at the point of no options. You have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, it will make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the 4th quarter. And now he's going to use his legs. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson being chased out left. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run.
They walk on that.
But for some reason, we didn't analyze the throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Game chat. He can't even hear.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon.